This series explores the meaning of being a Christ follower. We've looked at being lovers of God, lovers of people, holy, truth-based, and evangelistic. Now, we'll explore another essential trait, being persevering. I learned a lot about perseverance from my years in marathon canoe racing. There are both mental and physical challenges when competing at a high level in any sport. Even with rigorous training and preparation, there will be setbacks and moments when giving up seems like the easiest option. This analogy sets the stage for a crucial question. What does it take to persevere in the race of faith? In Matthew 24, Jesus warns his disciples about the persecution and difficulties they will face. Perseverance is not optional for a Christ follower. It's essential. There's a temptation to coast along in our Christian lives, assuming that once we've accepted Christ, the rest will be smooth sailing. However, Scripture paints a different picture. The Christian life is a race that requires endurance, a battle that demands unwavering commitment. But why is perseverance so crucial? Here are some principles from Scripture. We're still in the race. The Christian life doesn't end when we accept Christ. It begins. While I have never and do not intend to run a marathon, finishing such a race requires us to keep running, even when we're tired, discouraged, or tempted to give up. The Christian life is not always easy. Certain variations of the prosperity gospel wrongly suggest that following Christ will automatically lead to health, wealth, and happiness. While God does promise to provide for our needs and to give us joy, He also tells us to expect trials and tribulations. The Christian life involves both mountaintop experiences and valley journeys. Perseverance has eternal rewards. Hebrews 10:36 reminds us that our perseverance will be rewarded in eternity. This verse challenges us to keep our eyes fixed on the prize of heaven, knowing that our present sufferings are temporary, but that our eternal rewards will last forever. Here are some practical steps to help us persevere. Throw off the baggage. Just as a hiker would lighten their load before a long journey, we need to get rid of anything that hinders our spiritual progress. This includes dealing with sin, but it also involves identifying and addressing those things that, while not inherently wrong, may be weighing us down and making it harder to run the race with endurance. Fix our eyes on Jesus. When we focus on our circumstances, it's easy to become overwhelmed and discouraged. But when we fix our eyes on Jesus, remembering His sacrifice for us and the hope of eternity, we gain strength and perspective. A good illustration is Heartbreak Hill in the Boston Marathon, highlighting that even when we face seemingly insurmountable obstacles, we can persevere by drawing on Christ's strength and remembering the joy that awaits us. Ultimately, perseverance is not something we achieve in our own strength. We need God's help to keep going when we want to give up. And we need the support of other believers to encourage us along the way. God Himself offers us perseverance, and He won't ask us to do something without equipping us to do it. This chapter reminds us that the Christian life, though challenging, is ultimately a journey worth taking. By clinging to Christ, relying on His strength, and keeping our eyes fixed on the eternal prize, we can persevere through any obstacle and finish the race strong.